What if I told you that a simple oil, one you can find at almost any grocery store, rubbed onto your lower back before bed, could help you wake up feeling stronger, more energized, and more like yourself than you have in years? I know that sounds bold, but stay with me because the science behind this is real, and the results I have seen in my own patients have been nothing short of remarkable. If you are a man over 60 and you have been waking up stiff, drained, or feeling like your body aged 10 years overnight, you are not alone. I hear this every single day. And today, I am going to show you exactly why this works, how to do it properly, and what you can realistically expect. I am Dr. Narita, a board-certified urologist with over 12 years of experience helping men take charge of their sexual and overall health. I have had thousands of men sit across from me, many in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, who thought their best days were behind them. They thought the stiffness, the fatigue, the slow mornings, the loss of drive were just the price of getting older. And time after time, I have seen how simple, natural strategies can restore a level of vitality they thought was gone for good. Before we dive in, do me a favor. Hit that like button and drop a comment telling me where you are watching from today. I love connecting with men from all over the world who are taking their health seriously. Your comment also helps this video reach other men who need to hear this, so do not underestimate the power of that small action. Now, here is the truth about what is happening in your body after 60 that most people never explain to you clearly. Your lower back is not just a collection of muscles and bones. It is a critical junction point. The lumbar region houses nerve bundles that directly communicate with your pelvic organs, your bladder, your prostate, and yes, the tissues responsible for sexual function. At the same time, the blood vessels running through your lower back and into your pelvis are becoming less flexible with each passing year. Your body is producing less nitric oxide, the molecule that tells your blood vessels to open wide and let blood flow freely. Your testosterone, while it may still be within a normal range, is gently declining. And the fascia, that thin connective tissue wrapping around your muscles, is getting tighter, drier, and more restricted. It is like trying to push water through a garden hose that someone has been slowly stepping on for decades. The flow is there, but it is compromised. And that compromised flow affects everything, from how you feel when you wake up to how you perform in the most intimate moments of your life. So what is this oil, and why does rubbing it on your lower back actually matter? The oil I am talking about is castor oil. Not glamorous, not exotic, but extraordinarily effective when used correctly. And I want to walk you through exactly why, using the same framework I use with my patients, so you understand this on every level. First, let us talk about circulation. Biologically, castor oil contains a unique fatty acid called ricinoleic acid. This compound makes up nearly 90% of castor oil, and research has shown it has powerful anti-inflammatory and vasodilating properties. When you massage it into the skin of your lower back, it penetrates the dermal layers and promotes localized blood flow to the lumbar region and, by extension, to the pelvic area below it. Think of it like gently warming up a cold engine before you ask it to perform. You are softening tissue, reducing inflammation, and opening up those pathways that have been slowly narrowing over the years. Emotionally, the impact is significant. When blood flow improves to your pelvic region, you start waking up with more energy, more firmness, more of that quiet confidence that comes from feeling like your body is actually responding to you again. Men describe it as feeling reconnected to themselves. That is not a small thing. Practically, here is what you do. Take about a tablespoon of cold-pressed, hexane-free castor oil. Warm it between your palms for 10 to 15 seconds. Then massage it firmly into your lower back, focusing on the area just above your tailbone and out toward your hips. Use circular motions for about 2 to 3 minutes. Do this every night before bed. Cover the area with an old t-shirt or place a towel on your pillow to avoid staining your sheets. I remember Harold, 69, a recently retired postal worker. He came to me feeling frustrated and disconnected from his own body. He told me, "Doc, I wake up every morning feeling like I have been hit by a truck. My back is locked up, my energy is gone, and honestly, Things downstairs have not been right in a long time. His blood work was decent, his prostate was within normal limits, but his circulation markers and inflammatory levels told a different story. I suggested he try the castor oil protocol I am sharing with you today, along with some gentle stretching. 3 weeks later, Harold came back and said, "I do not know how to explain it. I am waking up easier. My back loosens up faster. And my wife noticed something I had not even told her about." He was smiling when he said it. That told me everything. Second, let us talk about nerve function and recovery. Biologically, your lumbar spine is the command center for the nerves that control sensation and function in your lower body. The sciatic nerve, the pudendal nerve, the nerve bundles feeding your pelvic floor, they all pass through or originate near this region. When inflammation and tissue restriction build up around these nerves, the signals get weaker. It is like having a phone call with bad reception. The message is being sent, but it is not arriving clearly. Castor oil's anti-inflammatory properties help reduce the swelling and pressure around these nerve pathways. Over time, this can improve both sensation and responsiveness. Emotionally, many men over 60 describe a kind of numbness, not just physical, but emotional. They feel disconnected from pleasure, from drive, from that spark that used to come naturally. When nerve function improves, even subtly, that connection starts to return. It is not about chasing what you had at 30. It is about reclaiming what is still very much possible right now. Practically, to enhance the nerve benefits, I recommend adding 2 to 3 drops of peppermint essential oil to your castor oil before applying. Peppermint contains menthol, which has been shown to activate nerve receptors and improve localized circulation. The cooling sensation you feel is not just pleasant. It is a sign that those nerve pathways are being stimulated and encouraged to function more efficiently. Third, and this is the one almost every man gets wrong, we need to talk about sleep quality and overnight recovery. Here is what most people do not realize. Your body does the vast majority of its repair work while you sleep. Testosterone production peaks during deep sleep. Growth hormone, which is essential for tissue repair and muscle maintenance, is released primarily during the first 90 minutes of your sleep cycle. Inflammation is processed and cleared overnight. So if you are not sleeping deeply, you are not recovering. You are not rebuilding. You are essentially running on fumes every single day. Castor oil applied to the lower back before bed serves a dual purpose. It improves local blood flow and reduces inflammation, yes, but the act of massaging it in also activates your parasympathetic nervous system, your body's rest and recovery mode. Think of it as flipping the switch from stress mode to healing mode right before you close your eyes. Emotionally, poor sleep after 60 is not just inconvenient, it is demoralizing. You go to bed hoping to feel better tomorrow, and you wake up feeling the same or worse. That cycle chips away at your confidence, your patience, your relationships. When men start sleeping more deeply, they do not just feel rested, they feel hopeful again. And hope is a powerful thing. Practically, apply the oil 15 to 20 minutes before you actually get into bed. This gives it time to absorb and gives your body time to shift into relaxation mode. Pair it with dimming the lights and putting your phone in another room. The combination of the oil, the massage, and the reduced stimulation creates a powerful sleep ritual that compounds over time. I want to tell you about Samuel, 71, a former construction foreman, strong, proud man. He told me, "Doc, it feels like my body is always working against me. I sleep 8 hours and wake up feeling like I slept 2. His labs showed elevated inflammatory markers and low normal testosterone. We introduced the nightly castor oil protocol, along with a magnesium supplement. Within a month, Samuel told me he was waking up before his alarm for the first time in years. He said his back felt looser, his energy was steadier throughout the day, and he noticed more frequent morning erections, something he had not experienced consistently in over 5 years. That is not a miracle. That is what happens when you give your body the right support at the right time. Fourth, let us talk about lymphatic drainage and detoxification. Your lower back sits directly above your kidneys and near major lymphatic pathways. The lymphatic system is your body's cleanup crew. It removes waste products, excess fluid and inflammatory debris from your tissues. But unlike your circulatory system, which has your heart to pump blood, your lymphatic system relies on movement and external stimulation to flow properly. After 60, when most men are less active than they used to be, lymphatic flow slows down dramatically. Toxins and inflammatory waste products accumulate, particularly in the lower back and pelvic region. This contributes to that heavy, sluggish, stiff feeling you wake up with. Castor oil packs and massage have been used for centuries to stimulate lymphatic drainage. The ricinoleic acid in castor oil has been shown in studies to increase lymphocyte production and improve the movement of lymph fluid through the body. When you massage it into your lower back, you are essentially giving your body's cleanup crew a boost right before the overnight shift begins. Emotionally, there is something profound about taking care of your body in this way. Many of my patients tell me the nightly ritual itself, the act of slowing down, touching their own body with intention, paying attention to how they feel, becomes a form of self-respect they did not realize they had been missing. Practically, for enhanced lymphatic benefit, use long, sweeping strokes from your lower back downward toward your hips, then upward toward your mid-back. This follows the natural direction of lymphatic flow. Apply moderate pressure. You should feel warmth and a gentle release of tension as you work the oil in. Fifth, and this is where everything comes together, let us talk about hormonal support. Your lower back and pelvic region are intimately connected to your hormonal health. The adrenal glands, which sit on top of your kidneys, right behind your lower back, produce hormones like cortisol, DHEA, and small amounts of testosterone. When the tissues around these glands are inflamed, restricted, or poorly supplied with blood, their function can be compromised. Castor oil's ability to reduce inflammation and improve circulation in this specific area may support healthier adrenal function over time. I want to be clear, I am not telling you this oil will dramatically raise your testosterone levels. That would be irresponsible. But what I am telling you is that by reducing the inflammatory burden on your lower back, improving blood flow to the region, and supporting deeper sleep, you are creating the optimal conditions for your body to produce and regulate hormones more effectively. You are removing the obstacles rather than forcing the outcome, and that is a much more sustainable approach. I remember Thomas, 66, a healthy and active man who came to me simply because he felt like something was off. Not dramatically wrong, just off. He tried the castor oil protocol every night for 6 weeks. When he came back, he said, "Doc, I cannot point to one big change, but everything is just a little bit better. I sleep better. My back does not lock up in the morning. I have more patience with my wife. And honestly, I feel more like myself than I have in years." That, gentlemen, is what we are aiming for. Not a miracle, not turning back the clock to 30, just feeling more like yourself, more present, more capable, more alive. So here is your simple action plan. Every night, about 15 to 20 minutes before bed, take 1 tablespoon of cold-pressed, hexane-free castor oil. Warm it between your palms. Massage it into your lower back using firm, circular motions for 2 to 3 minutes. Optionally, add 2 to 3 drops of peppermint essential oil for enhanced nerve stimulation. Cover with an old shirt or towel. Dim the lights, put your phone away, and let your body shift into recovery mode. That is it. One simple nightly ritual. Give it 3 weeks consistently. Most men notice meaningful changes in sleep quality within the first week, and broader improvements in energy, stiffness, and overall vitality within 3 to 4 weeks. I want you to know something important. If you have been frustrated, embarrassed, or even quietly ashamed of how your body has been changing, you are not broken. Your body is not failing you. It is asking for something different. What is happening is not a verdict. It is feedback, and feedback can be addressed. Even after 60, you are capable of strength, vitality, and connection. You deserve to wake up feeling rested and ready. You deserve to feel confident in your own skin, and it is never too late to begin. If this video gave you hope, give it a like so other men can find it. Leave a comment below and tell me, are you going to try this tonight? I want to hear from you. Share this with a brother, a friend, a neighbor who might need to hear this. Sometimes the men who need this the most are the ones who will never search for it themselves. And subscribe so you never miss my weekly health tips for men over 60. You might be the reason another man takes his first step toward feeling alive again. I am Dr. Narita, reminding you that after 60, vitality is not lost. It is simply waiting for you to support it. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one.